Uh,
Stay tuned until the end. It will be worth it. Hey everybody, how's it going? It's going great. It's that time again where the accessibility guy does another video for you all to enjoy. Some of us who watches me love and enjoy my new voice. It's a British one from England. So, and just to let you know that tonight is my second last YouTube video of 2021, and then next week will be my final last video of 2021. Wow, it's crazy, isn't it? On Tuesday the 14th of this month, I will be a dad for a year to my son Copper, which he is my dad. So I love him really much. I'm so glad and thankful that I decided to become a father to him. I was 23 and have a son. Crazy, some young people get married and have a baby in their 20s, but some stupid and dumb people have a baby in their teens, which is too young to have a child. Enough said, anyways, on to my video for tonight. If you are tuning in for the very first time, I do Apple Tech videos like for 2 months, which is 8 weeks now. This year was Apple's 15th year anniversary of their iOS software operating systems. So I research all about the different versions of iOS. I'm going to talk about iOS 8 tonight on my video. So sit back and enjoy. So Apple released iOS 8 on the 17th of September, 2014, which is my favorite year. And will tell you all why next week for my final video of 2021. Most YouTubers end their YouTube year and have Christmas break around that time. Why should I do the same thing as they do? Last year I ended on the 17th of December, 2020. Apple released iOS 8 with significant changes to the operating system. It introduced a programming interface for communication between apps and continuity across platform, Mac, iPhone, and iPad system that enables communication between devices in different product categories, such as the ability to answer calls and reply to SMS on the Mac and iPad. Continuity includes a handoff feature that lets users start a task on one device and continue on another. Other changes included a new Spotlight suggestion search results feature that provides more detailed results. Family sharing, where a family can link together their accounts to share content, with one parent as the administrator with permission controls. An updated keyboard with QuickType, providing contextual predictive word suggestions and extensibility, which allows for easier sharing of content between apps. Third-party developers got additional features to integrate their apps deeper into the operating system, including support for widgets in the notification center, and the ability to make keyboards that users can replace the default iOS keyboard with. App updates in the release included the new Health app, which can aggregate data from different fitness apps, as well as enabling a medical ID accessible on the lock screen for emergencies. Support for iCloud Photo Library in the Photos app, which enables photos to be synchronized and stored in the cloud, and iCloud Drive, which lets users store files in the cloud and browse them across devices. In iOS 8.4, Apple updated its music app with a streaming service called Apple Music, and a 24-hour radio station called Apple Music One. Reception of iOS 8 was positive. Critics praised continuity and extensibility as major features enabling easier control and interaction between different apps and devices. They also liked the quick-type keyboard word suggestions, and highlighted spotlight suggestions for making the iPhone almost a portable search portal for everything. However, reviewers noted that the full potential for iOS 8 would only be realized once third-party developers integrated their apps to support new features, particularly widgets in the notification center. Roughly a week after release, iOS 8 had reached 46% of iOS usage share. In October 2014, it was reported that the adoption rate had stalled, only increasing by a single percentage point from the previous month. This situation was blamed on the requirement of a high amount of free storage space to install the upgrade, especially difficult for iPhones sold with 8 or 16 gigabytes of maximum storage space. The following December, iOS 8 had reached 63% usage share, a notable 16% increase from the October measurement. But however not as big as iOS 7. iOS 15 beaten iOS 8 by a long shot. Tell you guys about it next week. So Apple released iOS 8.0. A week later, exactly on the 24th of September, 2014. It came with bug fixes, but then, first time ever 1 hour and a half after the update came out, Apple pulled the update because it caused more bugs and problems than to fix. So it made your Apple device even worse. I actually remembered that. I used iOS 8 for my third iOS. That was crazy. So then, a day later, 23 hours later, Apple released iOS 8.0 to fix and patch it. Some people didn't have to update when they were still on iOS 8. I'm pretty sure I updated my iPhone. Back then it was my first phone ever, which is crazy. So anyways, Apple then released iOS 8.1 on the 29th of October, 2014, which was not even a month after iOS 8.0 came out. Apple's next iOS update was iOS 8.1, and it was released on November 17. 2014. The update came with bug fixes and performance improvements for iPhone 4S and iPad 2. Apple released iOS 8.1 on this day, so-called 7 years ago, on the 9th of December, 2014. Apple is behind on iOS 15 updates this year. I don't know what the Miley Cyrus Apple is doing. How do you like that for a swear word? It's from a movie called Furry Vengeance. That movie was the most funniest movies ever. OMG. That movie is totally worth watching over and over again. I felt so bad for the actor who played the guy. I hope he got some big bucks doing his part in the movie. He was in every scene in that movie. He was the main character. That's the most funniest movies I have ever seen. If you haven't seen it, you have to. It's not a time waster. Wow, oh my gosh, it's totally, by all means, totally worth your time. That's how I found out about Ken Jeong. He is currently doing The Masked Singer. That's a really great and awesome show. Every week I look forward to it. I really do. It's the third year it has been on. Anyway, sorry, sidetracked and got off topic. So back on topic. Apple released iOS 8.1.3 on the 27th of January, 2015. Happy New Year everyone of the iOS 8 year by Apple. Which is really weird. Usually Apple should have released iOS 8.2 by that day because usually a new year a new update like 0.1 not dark 1.1 or 1.3. But Apple beating iOS 7 updates list. Anyhow iOS 8.1.3 came with bug fixes, including a security fix for the Pangu jailbreak. Reduce the amount of storage space required to perform an iOS update. I completely get it. Back then 8 or 16 gigabytes or 32 gigabytes was a lot and was more than enough, but nowadays 32 gigabytes is no longer available. Now the lowest storage you can get is 128 gigabytes. In June this year they removed the 64 gigabyte storage option. Now 128 gigabytes is the lowest and ranging up to 2 terabytes, which is crazy. That's a ton of storage. I just gotten the 1 terabyte option on my iPhone 5 weeks ago. I used to have the 64 gigabyte iPhone and the storage warning come up on my iPhone, so I decided to get the high-end storage option for my new iPhone. I ended up getting the 1 terabyte one. I moved all of my stuff over and the software took 10 gigabytes. So I had 990 gigabytes left. After my photos and my apps and songs and whatnot. I used 35.3 gigabytes. Now I have got 964.7 gigabytes left. Which is really insane and crazy, but on the bright side never ever have to worry about running out of storage space. I probably have my forever phone. Or at least for 3 to 5 years. Moving on, sorry again, got sidetracked again. Please forgive me. Apple released iOS 8.2 on the 9th of March, 2015, and the update came with support for the Apple Watch, with the Apple Watch app on iPhone, providing App Store and configuration options access, health with options for units of measurement, as well as many stability improvements and bug fixes. Apple released iOS 8.3. They jumped from 8.2 to 8.3, which you should expect some changes. It came out on the 8th of April, 2015, and it came with new features, emoji improvements, such as an updated emoji keyboard picker that organizes emoji into categories, new diversified emoji, and skin tone modifiers, new languages for Siri, support for wireless CarPlay, major bug fixes and improvement. Apple again jumped yet again to iOS 8.4 from iOS 8.3. Crazy. Usually there will be a smaller update in between. Anyways, iOS 8.4 might be a really stable release. So here what all came with iOS 8.4. Introduces Apple Music. Audiobooks have been moved from the Music app to the iBooks app. Well, iTunes is in process when Apple made Apple Music, but sadly later iOS 13.6 update iTunes was sadly gone and got replaced by Apple Music. I'm now used to it and some people are used to no more iTunes. Anyways, moving on. Apple final update of iOS 8 to close out was iOS 8.4.1. I had a feeling that this update would come out back in 2015. It was released on the 13th of August. 2015 during the betas for iOS 9. It came with fixes for Apple Music. Fixes a security issue that allowed the Take jailbreak to work. I still all of my life don't know what is jailbreaking. I will have to look it up. There you go. That's iOS 8 and it looks like this. Well, next week will be my final video of the year. Well, I'm not going to do an update in terms of the wonderful world of COVID, just joking, until next week for my final video. Well, if you enjoyed this video from me, like this video, and if you haven't subscribed to me, if you enjoy my content, and until next time, peace out. Sneak peek of my year-end video 2021. Next week on Thursday the 16th of December 2021 will be my final big year-end video of 2021. And a sneak peek of 2022 for the accessibility guide for my third year ending and the start of my fourth year of being a YouTuber. It will be epic, you don't want to miss it. Where I talk about the 2021 year for Apple. What was the best movie of 2021? The best TV show of 2021. Best song of 2020 and predict the best top song of 2021. Also final COVID update of the year and what was the numbers from last year for our first year of COVID.